Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So let me go ahead and say I bought this backdrop and it was not cheap, but I feel like it looks really cheap. We'll see what it looks like when I edit. Let me know what you think. We're gonna eat 3 of the new seasonal or summer blizzards from Dairy Queen, and then I have chicken tenders from Hardee's, and then this huge what is it called, the flamethrower burger, I believe. So we're gonna eat all of this for today and then talk about some fun conspiracy theories and just chat and hang out. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get started because I'm hungry. Let's start with this burger real fast. It's huge. Let's see. Ginormous. Look at the inside. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, so Shane Dawson teased us like a week ago about his new series coming out. He said it's going to come out in the next month or so. They just started editing. I slowed down the clip and had a lot of things about aliens and UFOs. So his next series is going to be a conspiracy theory, some sort with aliens and UFOs, and how America is involved, or how the world is involved with aliens. I know it for a fact. I have the proof, guys. That is amazing. That cheese. Wow. So that inspired me to do a mukbang. Should get a napkin. Where we just talk about a few fun conspiracy theories and my opinions on them. So we're gonna talk about, I'm not gonna tell you a bunch about these conspiracies. I'll give you like an overview to summarize it, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. Let's try some of these too while they're. We have the cheesecake berry, the brownie, and then the cotton candy. I wish I could like hold them all up and like take a picture like this. Oh, oopsie. Okay. So yummy. All right, let's try some of these and talk. So first we're gonna try the berry cheesecake, and the first conspiracy I want to talk about is aliens. Oh wow, that's way better than I expected it to be. Let's get a piece of cheesecake in it. My stupid head. Wow. That was amazing. Holy crap. I'm shook. That is amazing. I hate that word, but it's accurate. Yep. Cheesecake. Should have focused better. Wow. Amazing. Wow. It's so good. Okay, so anyway, wow, I'm shocked. That is so good. Okay, so anyway, aliens. I know people are gonna think I'm crazy. Let's try the brownie one real fast. Let's get a piece of brownie in there. I love brownies. I don't know if it's like focused on my hand. Wow. I keep saying wow, that's so annoying. Anyway, I definitely think that there's aliens. 100% believe it. I really believe it. And I don't think that they're like green creatures or like, you know, this is cotton candy. That looks good. It's really good too. I also like little candies in that. Are they Pop Rocks? I don't think that they are like, that's my least favorite. This is number 1. I really think they're either very human-like, maybe a little different depending on how their atmosphere is, or maybe there isn't like people, but there's animals or like something living somewhere else. Like if you think about it in every way, like if we think about it religiously per se, like let's just start with that. That's so good. God said that he created the heavens, the earth, everything. So who's to say that he didn't also create another life form outside of Earth? If you look at it in a scientific way, every single star has planets around it. What is the likelihood that not one star has a planet around it that has something living on it? Like, what are the chances? I feel like it's very slim that there isn't more. I know it might sound crazy and a lot of people will think it's crazy, and that's fine. You're totally entitled to your opinion, but for me, wow, this is amazing. It really makes sense that there would be something else out there. I just love the cheesecake part. That's so good. Whoa. Like, I would be more surprised if someone told me there wasn't aliens than if someone said they found an alien. What was good. Alright, excuse me. I'm gonna go grab some napkins. I'll be right back. Hold on, guys. Wait. I want you to see me swallow this so no one comes at me. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, let's keep going. This is so good. I'm probably gonna finish this whole thing, honestly. That was a berry. It was very cold. The only thing I would do different is like extra cheesecake. Alright. I'll eat some of these other ones too, I promise. So that's basically how I feel about aliens. I definitely think they're real. I think they exist. I think they're very, not romanticized, but like dramatized. I don't know the word, but TV makes it look like it's something it's not, in my opinion. I don't think it is the way that it's portrayed on TV. Oh no. Not everywhere. And same with ghosts. I've seen things when I was a kid. I have a few videos on it. And I still feel things. I'm a big believer in energies. So maybe there isn't ghosts, but I do believe if a bad thing happened where you're living, energy is left behind. And that energy can affect you. And I believe that for sure. That's not really a conspiracy theory, but the next conspiracy theory that I want to give you my opinion on is Illuminati. I go really back and forth with this because there's not a there is evidence. It's like as soon as you find evidence or proof, there's something that disproves it, if that makes sense. This is really good. The brownie parts are so freaking amazing. Okay. I think that it's possible that there is some sort of a group controlling things like who gets famous. And I do believe that people can sell their souls to those. But not like actually sell their soul, more like be under their control. So like they control what they release and what they do. So I don't mean like literally sell their soul to them, but just like they kind of give up a lot of their power and they kind of have to do what they tell them to do. I know people say like Illuminati killed Michael Jackson. There's an interview of her sister Janet saying that she knows exactly who killed them or who killed him, and that she knows it all. Kind of insinuating that it was Illuminati. It's possible. There's like all these like cryptid things, like Mac Miller, like rest in peace. I'm not trying to be like offensive by talking about these people who have passed away, especially Matt, because he passed away like kind of recently. But there's kind of evidence that like cryptic things that he said and like posted up to the point that he died, like he was kind of hinting that maybe it was gonna happen. Some celebrity deaths I just feel like are very sketchy. Marilyn Monroe, I don't think that she killed herself. I think she was murdered. I'm trying to think of, there's a bunch of different celebrities that I'm drawing a blank right now. Oh, good. I feel like it was hard for me at first to judge this one after having a berry one, you know, because it's so different. It's going from berry to chocolate. But now that I've like ate enough of this and then had a few bites of this and then tried this is amazing. This is super good. I wish you guys could like see it. Next time I'll get some like clear bowls or something. It's so good. So I definitely think it's possible. I don't think they're necessarily as powerful as like we make them out to be, or not me, but like those people that talk about it. But I definitely think it's possible. I have some very controversial ones coming up in a second. This one is kind of controversial. Is the earth flat? When my husband, so me and my husband share a Facebook account, and I know a lot of people make fun of people who do that someone cheated or something like that. I'm gonna be honest, my husband, I've talked about his like addiction with things online, and I didn't want Facebook to be an issue, and it hasn't been, and it was just easier for us to have a joint account. I never use it except for to stalk, like look at my family and things like that. I never use Facebook. Like if you look at my screen time on my iPhone, I probably spend 30 minutes a week looking at it, and so it just didn't make sense for me to have my own account, so we share one. Like I said, I'll always be really honest with you guys unless it's gonna hurt someone else. So but that's it. So it's just easier for us to have a joint account. I'll never forget when I saw this flat earth group. My husband's part of the community. He doesn't really think the earth is flat, but he likes to see things from different sides. My husband's very open-minded about everything. He's the most open-minded person I've ever met in my whole life. He is in part of this group just to see what they say and stuff. I was honestly shocked. I had never in my life heard about that. Ever. Except for in the last year. I had never heard about it. I was kind of shocked. And some of their evidence is compelling. Like really compelling. It makes me wonder. But then at the same time, you might not think America's gone to the moon, but some countries have 100% gone into outer space. They have. And they've never said that the earth was flat. And I feel like, why would the whole world lie? Like what's the point of saying it's a globe if it's not? Like what would that be protecting? Because I feel like conspiracy theories are to protect something. The reason they come about is because there's being lies to protect. Like, there's the Illuminati conspiracy because it might be real, but it's a conspiracy because we don't know. They're protected, kind of. 9/11, it's said that it was terrorist, but there's a conspiracy that it's George Bush or the government. They're protected. Does that make sense? Like, what's being protected by us thinking the earth is a globe? What is the deal? I don't know if that makes any sense how I'm saying it, but that's just how I feel. This is so good. Oh, I should have extra tomato. That's my favorite part. And that's really how I feel about that. Like, let's eat some more cotton candy. It just doesn't make sense why they would hide something like that. Like, just be honest about it. Like, why? I'm confused as to why it's, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. Totally possible though, honestly. Let's see. 9/11. I wanted to do a whole video on 9/11, but I feel like some of the videos just are disrespectful, and I never wanted to come across that way. Babe! Alright, what just happened is exactly why I don't do a video on 9/11. I feel like, saying certain things is kind of rude for the families. But my overall opinion on 9/11, the cotton candy is good, but it's just like sweet ice cream. I mean, I eat more of the berry one. I've done a lot of research on 9/11. I'm going to link you down below a video. It's kind of long, but it's worth the watch. And it breaks down everything that doesn't make sense. And honestly, I do not think that it was 100% a terrorist act. I believe that these people were hired by the government, and not necessarily George Bush, because I like George Bush, but somebody hired them. It wasn't just some terrorist attack from Saddam Hussein. It was like, or Osama bin Laden. That's fine. Not funny, but I just feel like there's so much evidence. People were hearing bombs, like just like a controlled demolition. The way the buildings went down, they didn't go down like a building that was falling from burning. There's 7 different skyscrapers, not as big as those buildings, but big, who were on fire, some of them for 10 hours, and never went to the ground the way that 9/11 happened. Never happened. The building next to the Twin Towers, who barely had any damage at all, randomly fell down too. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. The same day of 9/11, the Air Force bases and military bases near the Twin Towers and the Pentagon, I believe, or maybe just the Pentagon, one of the two, they were doing simulations of terrorist attacks hitting buildings, like planes hitting buildings. So they didn't even know it was real, because they thought that what was really happening was actually a simulation. They didn't even know it was actually happening. They randomly the same day decide that they're going to do a simulation that way while 9/11 is happening. George Bush said he watched the first plane hit the towers, like on that day, but he didn't. That footage was never released until I think the day after or a few days after. No one saw that footage, but he saw it. The hijackers, one of them was being paid every single month by the US government as an informant. None of them were very religious. The days following before 9/11, they were at strip clubs, bars, and doing God knows what before the towers were struck. Firefighters, police officers, civilians, workers, all heard explosions. All heard explosions, and then the building comes toppling down. Because when you do a controlled demolition, you have bombs on every single floor, or however many it takes, maybe every other or every fourth, I don't know, like spread out through the building, and then they all go off and then it crumples down. That way there's the least amount of damage to everything else that they can do. And that's exactly how they came down. Go watch the video again of the Twin Towers falling, and then go watch a controlled demolition video and tell me that it doesn't look exactly alike. And I'm not trying to be offensive. People really died. 9/11 really happened, regardless of if it was a government thing or if it really was terrorists. Those people still died, and it's extremely sad. And when I was watching this and then a whole bunch of other documentaries, I literally was in tears sobbing because I was so upset. I listened to every phone call that the people called from inside and left voicemails. It makes me want to cry right now. It's very sad and tragic, and regardless of what happened, it happened. And it's devastating. It really makes me sad. Innocent lives for no reason. Okay, so another one is JFK. I studied him a long time ago, so I don't know all the information anymore. I'd have to go back and look. But I do know that the bullets came from 2 different directions and they pinned it on one man. And there's a bunch of other like stuff that went into it. So my opinion is it either was the government trying to assassinate him because he was trying to make a deal or like a law, or he was doing something, maybe it was about money, that the government was really against. He's the only one who wanted to do it. Everyone was against him. And then he ends up getting killed. But maybe it was 2 regular people and then the other person never got caught, or maybe it was the government. We don't know. Same with like Abraham Lincoln. Another one, which I didn't even know this was a conspiracy theory. I don't like the bears. Is the Holocaust. And I was honestly shook. I hate saying that, I'm sorry, that this is even like a thing. Let me go get my son this real fast. I'll be right back. Alright, and then the last one we're going to talk about, because I am feeling kind of sick now. Not really, I'm really full. Is, let's have this. That's so good. The moon landing. I'm actually very like, I don't know. I want to believe it's real. I want to trust NASA. But there's been so many times that they've like photoshopped things and then it's come out that they photoshopped it. Like some of the pictures from the Mars rover. It's just weird. They've like lost their credibility with me. I'm like, why don't we go on space missions anymore? Is it because the technology should be good enough that you could film it up there and you actually can't get up there? And you know that people will call you out? Oh my god, fun story. Not really fun. It's actually really sad. Sorry, it's not fun, but it happened. When my parents were little, like elementary school, this teacher won to go into space on a spaceship. Super cool, right? She gets into the spaceship and all these kids from like every school in Florida are all outside about to watch their teacher from the state go into the sky. And it exploded in front of all these children. Like it literally blew up in the air in front of all these kids. And they were all so excited for her to go to space. They thought it was so cool, and then it explodes. Like, how sad is that? I ate a bite of this before I came in here to film, but I just don't feel like eating that right now. I don't even know if I can have any more of this because I'm really full. Let's see. It's still good, but I'm so full. I would never go into space like that, ever. One of the things I think about a lot is dying and getting old. I'm terrified of both. I'm not afraid of like how I'm gonna die. I mean, I'm kind of, but not. I don't think about that often. I think about how I'm going to die one day. And what if I didn't do everything I wanted to do? I'm really struggling in life right now. And I feel like I need to figure things out, because if things stay this way for the next 30 years, I'm gonna be really sad. I don't want to look back and regret things. You know, I love YouTube. I pray every day that my channel keeps growing, that you know, I can help people, and maybe one day I'd make enough from YouTube to like do really great things for people, especially people with like eating disorders and things like that. I have so many high hopes and so many like dreams to do more than what I'm doing, and I really pray that I reach that point at some point. That would be like everything to me. I feel like I've been through so much low, like in every way, money, my mind, mental health, physical health, everything. I've been so low that if I ever was lucky enough to get an extreme high, like a lot of money, or like winning the lottery maybe, or something like that, that I would know how to respect it now. And I feel like everyone who hasn't had that, like James Charles, He had parents that had decent money. He never went without. He never struggled. And now he's still doing amazing, and he's very narcissistic because of it. He has a big head because of it. And I feel like I don't have that. So good. I just feel like I was always meant to do more. Not necessarily fame, but something. I was meant to do something. Everyone is. Everyone's meant to do something, so I'm not special. I just feel that what I'm doing now isn't what I'm meant to do. Obviously, being a mom is everything. Being a stay-at-home mom is amazing. But I feel like there's something more. Like, I don't know, like maybe something with charities or with kids, like other kids besides my own kid and my own kid. Something. I don't know. Something. I feel like I'm supposed to help people. I just don't know how. I don't know what to do, guys. Alright, I'm so full. I cannot eat any more at all. I feel very, 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 very full. So I'm going to save this stuff for maybe my husband or something. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope everything made sense because I didn't go into too much detail about everything. So if you haven't heard of these certain theories, then it might be confusing, but I hope it's not. But I really appreciate you guys being here and watching with me or eating with me, whatever. Thank you guys so much. I just hit 4,500 subscribers this morning. I didn't even realize it. Someone made a comment and they were like, I'm your 4,500th subscriber. And I was like, oh my God, yay, I'm 500 away from 5,000. I'm so excited. And then once I hit 10K, I'm going to get every single milkshake from Cookout and do like a milkshake mukbang and like try all their flavors. They literally have 40 flavors. So I think that'd be really fun. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here, for watching. Also at 5,000 there will be a giveaway, so stay for that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here and watching me. I love you all, and I'm in such a good mood. Bye guys.